Click, 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 click. This movie made me love making movies again. Click, 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 click. You know, sorry.
Okie dokie, Smokey. The Oscar goes to
Alec Baldwin.
Nerdrotic.com.
Once you saw this trailer and his buddy, George Stephanopoulos, who he actually is very good friends with, I don't think they reveal that at all during this in a shocking way, but the whole thing is engineered to make you feel sympathy for Alec Baldwin. It's clear from the heavy editing, the dramatic music.
Sorry.
Stephanopoulos is like, I can see the emotion in your face. He's like, this motherfucker's an actor. Like, what are you fucking talking about? He sounds exactly like he does in every movie I've ever seen Alec Baldwin in. That's what he sounds like in this.
Actually, Ryan, he was doing his Jussie Smollett impression.
I will never be the man that this did not happen to. I am forever changed. And I want a little gay boy who might watch this to see that I fought back.
So this right here, I'm sharing this. So this is The View talking about Alec Baldwin. Listen to what they're saying about the poor victim, Alec Baldwin.
Her face is so scary.
It's a lot of people. But people need to leave Alec Baldwin and his family alone, honestly. Like watching
I feel devastated.
Devastated. I have friends in Vermont. I guess they were there vacationing.
Reminder, there's a woman that's dead, but let's feel bad for Alec Baldwin.
Yeah. And they're being chased around, and you can see, anyone can see from the first explanation on that this was an accidental tragedy and there's a life lost. But to make that 2 lives by trolling another human to this level,
excuse me, how do you know that? How can you make that determination from that fucking chair? Were you on set? Were you on set?
He doesn't like Trump, so if they know.
He is Trump on Saturday Night Live.
Kathy Griffin say on her set yesterday, everything that went on after her tragedy led her to try to take her own life. Like, we have to let up on people.
And he looked terrible.
He
looked terrible after killing a woman.
He had bags under his eyes.
He's got 6 little tiny kids, so you know, it's not their fault. They're not involved. They should not be being followed. His family is everything now. He said, I don't give a damn about my career anymore.
That's what
imagine believing that. Imagine believing that when this stupid fucking cocksucker does this entire interview, promoted by ABC. I almost said something bad. I almost said a bad word. This person protected his Twitter account in the 24 hours leading up to this. You want to tell me that he's not caring about this? Is all about protecting his career. Fuck Alec Baldwin.
Jesus, could have sworn she was telling the truth. That's why they call it acting.
Oh God. It's appropriate that you played that because what I was about to say was associated with Alec Baldwin being the head of the Film Actors Guild.
Yes.
I
got it. Oh, no.
Very appropriate.
I actually saw Alec Baldwin at 9/11. I was in the West Village, and he's behind me. And, you know, I try to take advantage of those situations. I actually do an Alec Baldwin impression. I'm like, should I talk to Alec Baldwin? And I had this moment where I almost stopped him. And if I had stopped him, he may not have shot her. I may have thrown the world off. So I take a little responsibility as a white man. I'll take
your fault.
Yeah.
You're taking more than Alec Baldwin did.
Yes.
Damn. Oh my God. Yeah, he said it. He said, I am not responsible and I don't feel any guilt. That's what he said. He quoted that.
Do you feel guilt?
No.
How the fuck can you not feel any guilt? He fucking killed somebody.
He's a fucking sociopath.
Yeah. This is the trailer, right? And this is just fucking sick on every level.
She was someone who was loved by everyone who worked with and liked by everyone who worked with and admired.
Hear the music? Here it is.
Yep.
This music immediately says insincere.
Even now,
immediately.
I find it hard to believe that. It just doesn't seem real to me.
Oh,
you haven't said much in public.
Alec Baldwin stars in.
Yeah, this is like a
it is a well-known tactic
parody.
in Hollywood to do those piano beats. You look at the Force Awakens trailer, you look at the Dark Knight Rises trailer, you look at all these fucking trailers of these highly produced billion-dollar films. They all use that piano beat on their trailers.
Well, yeah,
because this is meant to drive emotion and pull you in. That's all this is a fucking Hollywood production. That's all this is.
It's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting that
disgusting.
he's using this for his fucking career and to save his, you know what? Maybe the gun went off by itself, like a 1 in a gazillion thing. I doubt it though. And this has just been him trying to get all his fucking I's dotted and T's crossed before he comes out and does this shit. You don't need to do this. I didn't expect him to do an interview at this point.
And even, you know what? Even if the gun did go off like that, like you said, 1 in a billion chance, it went off and it killed her, you should still feel fucking guilt for killing someone.
Doing this is disgusting. This is like this shows how low these people will go though, making what Jeremy just said, a fucking Hollywood trailer for his interview.
He told us 2 weeks ago when he came up to the press to answer questions and then really play the victim. He said, I can't talk about this. I can't talk about this. It's under investigation. I can't talk about this. Well, guess what? It's still fucking under investigation. Yet now he sees the writing on the wall. He's now been served 2 lawsuits by 2 different people that were on the set in that room. So now he is coming out and playing the PR game to get everyone on his side, to have all the media come out and defend him, all of this stuff. Throughout the interview, whatever question is asked, he circles back and says the real question we need to be asking is how this bullet got on set, how this live bullet got in the gun, while taking none of the blame for anything, regardless if it is, why didn't you check the gun? Well, some people do that. I don't. I don't have to do that. I've never had a problem before. I don't have to do that.
This just shows this guy is inhuman. Anyone that has any conscience whatsoever, regardless of whether it's an accident, not an accident, regardless of whether or not the gun went off, if you're holding a gun in your hand and you're pointing it and it just goes off and you kill that person, even if they come out and say, hey, you know, it's not your fault, you are going to live with that guilt for the rest of your life.
Yep.
That you killed them. And this guy here is fucking crocodile tearing on a production of This Is My Innocence. His lawyers are probably like, you fucking moron. This could be used in court against him.
Well, I want Gary to play it back with the piano beats, and then I want you to share my screen, Gary, after this. So play that, and then I'm going to show everybody something.
She was someone who was loved by everyone who worked with and liked by everyone who worked with and admired.
Oh, fuck off, mate.
Now watch this. Watch this. It's literally a Hollywood production.
Wow.
Same shit. Oh my god.
Alec Baldwin is Ray Skywalker.
No one.
Alec Skywalker.
That's literally what they literally produced a Hollywood trailer.
And this is to fight the investigation because they know modern times trials are played out now. They're social trials. They're not actual trials.
But couldn't you imagine his PR people are probably going, Alec, our research has shown that if you go in front of the camera, shed some tears, people are going to really gravitate towards that. They're going to be like, oh my God, this guy can't have surely have done. You can just see that going on in the background. They've just been worming their way, fixing some sort of marketing scheme to put Alec back out. Fuck, these people aren't fucking humans.
Look what we saw with Kyle Rittenhouse and the story that was, concocted with him and pushed by the mainstream media, and how many people just straight up bought that. Never looked into it, never did any research, still thought the day that he was convicted that this motherfucker shot black people, right? That's literally what they were thinking.
Someone is responsible for what happened, and I can't say who that is, but I know it's not me.
Wow.
And the idea that a real bullet was in that gun and would come out of that gun and kill that woman, that was not even in the realm of that gun.
Notice his language. Come out of that gun.
That gun. Not my gun.
I did it. Someone put it in that gun and killed that woman. It's very detached.
Just to make sure, that is a current investigation going on, and you've got the mainstream media and Hollywood doing overly produced bullshit to try and shift the narrative.
At the end of the day, if Alec Baldwin, even if the scene didn't call for it, if he pulled the gun out and he pulled the trigger, what are the police realistically going to be able to get on him? It would be really hard for them to show like complete criminal negligence if there was no expectation there was any possibility of that happening. It'd be incredibly hard, even if the worst case scenario that we think is possible, which is why I think this story is all about saving his ass for the rest of time, why he doesn't care about the police investigation at this point.
No, this was the priority, was to get out on ABC News with his best bud and try to clear his name.
And piano music.
Manipulative, and it fucking works. That's the discouraging thing is it works. I mean, hey, The View has people who watch them all the time. That's perplexing to me, but that's just the fact of life.
Probably got a bigger audience than Brian Stelter.
Yeah.
Click, 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 click.
Nerdrotic.com. Please subscribe.
If you like what I do here, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking and sharing the videos. It really does help. And if you did this with your favorite YouTuber as well, I'm sure they would appreciate it as much as I do.